So the distributive property, so let's talk about it. To multiply a sum or difference by the number, multiply each term inside the parentheses by the number outside the parentheses. So if you look here at this example, you have 4 times everything that's inside x plus 3. This could be a number also, but normally the reason why we do distributive property is because there is a variable involved. So I have 4 groups of x plus 3. So to simplify it, what we do is we multiply the 4 times the x, and then we multiply the 4 times the 3, because we have 4 x's and we have 4 groups of 3. Or in this case, we have 4 x's and 4 groups of 3, which is 12. So here's our first example, and it wants us to use the distributive property. So to do that, I'm going to multiply the outside term by the inside term. So then I have 4 times 6. And I'm going to use whatever it tells me to do. So it's saying that I have to add it. So I'm going to add. And then my next term, I have to do 4 times the 2. Okay? So then I have 4 times 2. So now I have 4 times 6 and 4 times 2. Or I have 4 groups of 6 and 4 groups of 2. So let's go ahead and simplify that. So I have 24 plus, and then 4 times 2 is 8. And then I'm going to go ahead and simplify the 24 plus the 8, and that would give me 32. So here's our next example, and the difference is this has the subtraction, but that's not going to matter too much. So it's the same thing. So I have 3 groups of 7 minus 5. Or what I have to do is I multiply the 3 times 7. I have 3 groups of 7. So I do 3 times 7. I keep this subtraction sign. So I'm going to do subtract. And then I need to multiply the 3 times the 5. So I have 3 groups of 5. So now let's go ahead and solve. So I have 3 times 7, which is 21. And I'm going to subtract, and then I have 3 times 5, which is 15. So now I have 21 minus 15. So let's go ahead and do that. So 21 minus 15, that is just 6. And that's my final answer. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to model the distributive property for 2 groups of x plus 2. So as you can see, this is, I have an x plus 2. So I have one group of x plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. So this is x plus 2. Plus I have this, which is another x plus 2. Okay? So that is how you can show that. So the next thing now is I need to combine my x's together, because I can see that I have 2 x's total here, and then I've got all these 1's here, which is 4. So let's go ahead and look at the model for that. So I combine my x's together. So now I have these 2 x's here. So I'll go ahead and write that in green. So I have 2 x's, and then I have plus, and then I have 4, and I'll make the 4 orange. So I have 2x plus 4. Now I can't combine my x's and my 4 because they're different. So that is my final answer. So let's go ahead and look over here. So we rearrange the titles by grouping like shapes together. So I grouped the x's together and the 1's together. So then this is how I solved it. So I had 2x plus 2, or 2 times, or 2 groups of x plus 2. So then if you look at it, you can I can show you that if I multiply this 2 times x, I'll get 2x. And then if I multiply the 2 times the 2, right? Because I have 2 groups of 2, I'll get the 4. All right, let's go. That is the end of distributive property. Just make sure that when you're distributing that you multiply the outside term to the inside term, the first inside term, and then the outside term to the second term. And then do whatever operation is in the middle. All right, that's it.